Hi friends, welcome to March 2020 Off the Board. I am going to start my layout with this ever so bright piece of paper. And let me tell you a little bit about Off the Board first. Off the Board is a fabulous, brilliant collaboration that Crystal from Pineapple Papers came up with, where we take a pin from Pinterest and get it off the board and actually use it. So this is the paper I'm going to start with. It is Pebbles Happy Cake Day Surprise. I keep looking at this side and I look at this side and I go back and forth. We'll see. The photos I'm going to use it's this photo block here. This is my youngest dog, Mason, when he turned 3. Photos aren't that great, but we have to document even the situations that aren't perfect. I have this scrap that I'd like to use some of or all of. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm going to figure it out. I like both sides. It's funny. The kit, I'm working out of a kit right now, and it is from Mind This Scrap. It was the January kit. I already pulled my title, which were just some alphas from the kit as well. They are foam with the cardstock sticker overlay, and I had to Frankenstein my tea a little bit. That's fine, not a big deal. So I have that. I also have all kinds of bright, happy birthday cake looking little goodies, you know, ephemera pieces from Pebbles. So I'm going to go ahead and use what I can from that because, yeah, I don't have any other birthday pictures to use right now except for these. So I'm going to go ahead and use that and take you along with me. Oh, and let me show you the pen. That would make sense. Where is it? I just had it 1 second ago. Hold on. Here we go. It is this pin right here, and it looks like it's from sketchsavvyblogspot.com. I'm going to use that. Not really sure where I'm going with it yet, but I'm going to use it and take you along with me. So here we go, friends. All right, I can tell you that this quickly goes right off the rails. I do keep that center portion, but I use the heart pattern paper to kind of mimic that. Now, I really liked the border strip that was on, do you see that, like, indigo purpley border strip that is on the far right? So I keep that and then trim some of the pink off to 12 by 12. And what you see me doing here is I'm creating that center strip out of this kind of mixa pattern paper, and it's not going to be a nice clean straight up and down border strip. It's going to be cut jagged along the heart lines. All right, so that is all cut out. I'm going to go ahead pretty quickly and attach it down because that will be the main, that central element on my page, which, me being me, I did have to shift it over a little bit. I have a hard time doing things right in the center layouts. I do it sometimes, but yeah, I struggle a little bit. Now, I have lots and lots of these birthday themed little die cut pieces, so I started to audition a few pieces that I thought would look cute with this. My youngest dog, Mason, somehow looks like a permanent puppy. Like, he didn't ever kind of mature out in his face. So yeah, I tend to do kind of cutesy things with him. I did grab out, I think that's a 2-inch circle punch, and I'm using just a couple of my scraps to create a couple of clusters like we saw in the sketch. And then I'm going to put some of these cute little animal things, and well, it's a balloon with sunglasses. That's not exactly an animal. On those clusters. Now in this kit that I am using, there was this washi tape in a hot pink, and it says I can't even on it. And I thought that would be adorable with this. Now the tricky thing about that washi is there is a ton on it, and I don't know when I'll ever be able to use it up. It's one of those love-hate things with washi. I'm like, oh, look how much they gave us, and oh, how am I ever going to use it all? So that cute little, is it a llama? The one with the balloons on his back? I popped that little fellow up on foam tape, and I'm Frankensteining in a little bit of foam on this punched out circle here as well. That was just punched out from the pattern paper that you see on the left with the hearts. And there was a big enough heart that I was able to do that with. I'm going to pop the little birdie kind of nestling in with that cluster. Now this is where I start going, okay, what else does this need? And yes, I know I already have a ton of patterns, but patterns are my thing. And then I saw this wiener dog this wiener dog embellishment, and I figured I had to use that on a layout that has a dog. So this word fonty kind of paper just says all kinds of happy birthday words on it. You won't really even be able to see that. I mean, you can see it in person, but it's really just because I love text. I nestled that photo in behind the llama y looking thing, as well as that punched out heart, and the wiener dog with the cupcakes on his back. That has a little fun foam behind it. I thought I needed a little bit more of that washi somewhere else, so I gave that a resting spot under the little bird, and then the doggy gets to stand on it as well. Yeah, I have to straighten it out a tiny bit. So before I go much further, I will leave the links down below for all of the scrappers that are involved in this hop. I think something that makes us go or remember to go to our Pinterest board to use some of those pins that we just had to pin because we were so inspired by them. That's why I love this hop so much. I think it's fantastic. All right, so these alphas right here, they are wood grain and they are on foam, just kind of like a medium tan color foam, but they have that kind of like cardstock sticker overlay, and I think that is absolutely awesome. What else to tell you? Okay, these photos of Mason, they're his third birthday photos, and I had Frankenstein in the tea. I keep the same birthday hat for both of my dogs. My oldest daughter came home with it one day. And I keep that birthday hat to do their pictures on, and on their birthday every year they each get a scoop of vanilla ice cream with sprinkles, and they get crazy over it. I put on the birthday hat and they start running around in circles. So they clearly associate it with something sweet. It's kind of cute. Okay, so that's his third birthday, and he is adorable and all that kind of stuff. And I believe that is my daughter Ryan's knee right next to him. And she was trying to help take pictures from the other side because they don't always cooperate for photos. I know, it's shocking. All right, so that is what I have going there. I mean, for the most part, this will be it. I have these really great Pebbles puffy. I think they're supposed to kind of look like enamel dots, but they're puffy, and it's great because you get a massive amount of rainbow colored puffies on there. And I've used mostly the aqua, it is true. Aqua's one of my things. So here we see that I am rifling through my adhesive sequins and gems little bin, finding pieces that'll work. And these are by Park Lane. I think they're a Joann's line. And they had these massive sequins, and the red works perfectly fine. These little gems are my mind's eye. I picked them up recently at Tuesday morning, and I think they are just adorable. I like that they did multi-tones, and they also have squares or diamonds, depending on which orientation you put them in, as well as just, your general little circle bits. So my kit came with this hot pink Heidi Swapp Color Shine. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle that about. I think it's amazing that a kit came with a color shine that I did not have. I thought I had them all, and apparently I just did not. And yes, I already have polka dots and bits on here, but for some reason a little bit of mist always makes me feel like my layout's completed. You see me do that a lot. Just, put a couple of sequins and a little mist on, and makes me feel pretty darn good about it. So this is a bit more of a close-up of my layout. I hope you like this simple one I came up with today, and I will see you guys ever so soon with another layout. Bye, friends.